Hermann Göring, the commander-in-chief of the German Air Force, was one of the most powerful figures in Nazi Germany. He was arrested and interrogated by the Allies in early May of 1945. Press photos and videos taken later caused discontent among the American public as they suggested that the atmosphere of the conversation with Göring was too informal. During the interrogation, the German marshal handed over his gold-plated Walter PPK gun to Lieutenant Jerome Shapiro, the US officer who led the team which captured him in Austria. Göring expected that he would be the official representative of the defeated Nazi regime and would be used to negotiate the surrender. However, the supreme commander of the American troops in Europe, General Dwight D. Eisenhower, was outraged by this behavior, and he ordered Göring to be taken to the prison immediately. The Walter PP or Polizeipistole or police pistol series are blowback-operated semi-automatic pistols developed by the German arms manufacturer Karl Walter GmbH. The original PP was released in 1929. It was designed for police use and was used all around Europe in the 1930s and later. The most common variant was the Walter PPK, a smaller version of the original gun with a shorter grip, barrel and frame, and reduced magazine. While the K is often mistakenly assumed to stand for Kurz, the German word for short, PPK is an abbreviation for Polizeipistole Kriminalmodell or Police Pistol Detective Model. A new two-piece wrap-around grip panel construction was used to conceal the exposed backstrap. The smaller size made it more concealable than the original gun and hence better suited to plainclothes or undercover work. It was first released in 1931. During World War II, they were issued to German military officers, including the Luftwaffe, as well as uniformed and plainclothes detectives of the German police. It was widely used in other countries as a military service pistol by the police forces as well. The Walter models were the first mass-produced pistols with stamp parts. The high production quality with lower relative manufacturing costs made them one of the best options to replace the Luger P08. The Luger is well known for its wide use by Germany during World War I and World War II, along with the interwar Weimar Republic and the post-war East German Volkspolizei or People's Police. Moving the production lines to the Walter once World War II started took longer than expected, leading the Luger remaining in production until September of 1942, and pre-existing copies remained in service until the end of the war. In East Germany, the Luger was used by the police mostly from ex-Nazi stocks, but they produced a small number up until 1953. As the Luger was too expensive to produce, Germany started to look for a replacement as early as 1927, settling on the Walter in 1938, which offered similar performance to the Luger but took almost half the time to produce. As a way to say thank you, and of course to get further contracts from the German state, a gold-plated 7.65mm Walter PPK pistol with ivory grip with Hitler's initials engraved on it was given to Hitler on his 50th birthday in April of 1939 from the Karl Walter GmbH. Of course, the company did not want to make Hermann Göring the second most powerful man in the German Empire after Hitler angry, so they gave a similar Golden Walter PPK to Göring before the start of World War II. The PPK saw widespread use during the war. It is important to note that Adolf Hitler committed suicide with his Walter in the Führer bunker as well. Terrified of falling into the hands of the Soviets who were fighting their way through Berlin, Hitler first swallowed a cyanide capsule and then shot himself, possibly firing a round from beneath his chin. It is believed that Hitler owned several Walter PPKs, but the pistol he used on the 30th of April 1945 is long lost. It is possibly taken as a trophy by a Soviet soldier or kept and hidden by one of the last people to leave the Führer bunker before the surrender of Berlin and the final collapse of the Third Reich. While the PPK may be infamous for its links to Nazi Germany, it is famous as James Bond's weapon of choice. Although it is a little known fact that Ian Fleming's early Bond novels, the pistol Bond used was the tiny, palm-sized Beretta 418, a pocket pistol. Fleming altered Bond's pistol to the famous Walter PPK in the novel Dr. No, as well as there being a scene in the 1962 film in which 007 changes pistols. The change came after a Bond fan and gun expert, Geoffrey Boothroyd, wrote to Fleming and suggested that the Italian Beretta was a ladies' gun and that something like a PPK would be more fitting for a famous secret agent. As a tribute, Fleming named the Q character the quartermaster who issues Bond his weapons and gadgets, Major Boothroyd, after the fan. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and to make sure you don't miss my future work, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel and press the bell notification button. Thank you and see you in the next video.